it's Susie from Hey Grill Hey, and I am so excited to walk you through using my smoked turkey kit to teach you how to make a beautiful and delicious smoked turkey just like this one. First things first, let's open up our smoked turkey kit and see what's inside. First, we have our apple spice turkey brine. This is going to make for a deliciously flavorful and juicy turkey. Next, we've got the smoked turkey rub, which is a perfect blend of a traditional roast turkey herby rub and a classic barbecue rub with brown sugar and smoked paprika. We've also got the brand new cranberry barbecue sauce. We're gonna use this as a glaze at the end of the turkey smoking process. We've also got a brine bag with twist ties so you can easily and safely brine your turkey. You can also find a printed recipe card if you like following along with written instructions, or every product in the box has a QR code that you can scan that will take you to a landing page with this video if you would prefer following along with video instructions so you can see each step in the process. Also on that QR code landing page, if you scroll down, you can find a ton of ideas for side dishes and desserts that will pair perfectly with your smoked turkey. Step 1 is to prepare our brine and our bird. This brine contains 2 cups of our apple spice brine solution, and these 2 cups will make a gallon of brining liquid. The ratio for the apple spice turkey brine is 1 cup of brine to a ½ gallon of liquid. Now you can use apple juice, which is my personal favorite, a mix of apple juice and water, or all water if you don't want that little sweet touch to your turkey. My turkey comes in at 13 pounds, and I am gonna make the whole gallon of brine to cover it. It's more than we'll need, but I wanted you to see how much it is. Now, like I said, it can cover up to a 20 to 25 pound turkey, but when you're smoking a turkey low and slow, I actually recommend that you keep your turkeys under that 15-pound mark. So you should be able to get 2 turkeys out of this brine kit. When we're smoking at low temperatures, like 225 degrees, it takes a little bit longer for our turkeys to get out of the danger zone. When they're bigger than 15 pounds, it takes quite a bit longer than we would want, and we don't want our turkey sitting in that 40 to 140 degree temperature range for too long. So keep those turkeys 15 pounds or less when you're following this recipe. Now that our brine's ready, it's time to prep our turkey. I'm gonna start by removing the built-in plastic turkey timer. You wanna use a real instant read thermometer when cooking your turkey. You'll also want to remove the neck and the giblets. You can save those, and I have a recipe for smoked turkey gravy, or you can discard them. Now that our turkey is prepped, it's ready to get it into the brine. You wanna take the provided brining bag, open it up, and roll the outer edges. You can do this in any type of dish that has some side walls to give you a little bit of support. A good 13-pound turkey will fit inside of a 9x13 pan. I have a tall-sided brining bucket, so that's what I'm gonna use. You just wanna make sure that it can fit in your refrigerator overnight. I like to brine my turkey's breast side down. That's the part I'm most concerned about getting completely submerged in the brine so they stay nice and juicy. Once my turkey is in the bag, it's time to add my brine. So I'm gonna carefully pour over my apple juice, my water, and then I'm gonna press out all of the air in my bag, twist it really tightly, and then add those twist ties to secure it. Your turkey's gonna go into the refrigerator and brine at 1 hour per pound. This is a 13-pound turkey, so it's going to brine for 13 hours. This recipe works best with a turkey that has not been brined already. And a lot of the grocery store turkeys that you'll find do come injected with a saline solution or a broth. It'll say so on the package. If you happen to have a turkey that is already pre-brined, no fret, you can still make this work. Put your turkey in the refrigerator covered in cool water overnight. That will draw out the saline solution in that turkey, and then you can follow the instructions for the apple spice turkey brine. All right, I've got another turkey that's been brining for 13 hours and it's ready to come out of the brine. You want to lift your turkey slowly, letting any of the excess brine drip away, and then transfer it to a baking sheet lined with paper towels. You're going to use more paper towels to blot the outside, dry that skin, and remove as much of the excess herbs as you can off of the exterior. Once your turkey is nice and dry and you've removed as many of the herbs as you can, you don't have to remove every single one, we've got to tuck our wingtips by folding them just behind the shoulder blade of the bird, and you want to make sure that the legs are trussed. Mine already came trussed with a plastic trusser. If yours doesn't, you'll want to use butcher's twine to tie them together. It's time to drizzle with the fat of our choice. You can use melted butter, olive oil, or avocado oil. Today I'm using olive oil. This will create a nice barrier around the skin, preventing it from drying out on the smoker, and it works as a beautiful binder for our smoked turkey rub. We want to season our turkey on all sides, so I start by turning my turkey up on its side, seasoning those thighs and wings, rolling it over to the other side, seasoning those thighs and wings, then laying it down flat, giving it a nice coating of that smoked turkey rub all the way across the top. We want to look for any light spots so that we have nice, even coverage. And really, really important, you do not want to touch the seasoning once it's on your turkey. You don't want to drag your fingers across it or rub it, because the fat underneath and the brown sugar in the rub will cause it to clump. So we give it a nice sprinkly coating, and then it's ready for the smoker. I've got my smoker preheated to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. I prefer to use apple wood with the smoke because that apple flavor pairs really nicely with the apple juice in the brine. Other woods that would be great with this recipe would be cherry, maple, or pecan. Your turkey is going to cook at a rate of 30 minutes per pound at 225 degrees. So you can do the calculations based on the weight of your turkey. I also like to plan an additional 30 minutes to an hour for rest time and to give myself a little bit of a buffer if my turkey's taking just a little bit longer than I thought. During the cooking process, you want to spray your turkey lightly with cooking oil. I'm using avocado oil in this case. It'll keep the skin moist, it'll prevent it from drying out and turning leathery, and it'll give you a lovely rendered skin when you're done smoking your turkey. When our turkey hits 150 degrees in the thickest part of the breast, it's time to make some magic happen. We're gonna drizzle our turkey all over the top with this cranberry barbecue sauce. Now this step is optional, so if you'd rather have the sauce on the side, you can skip it and wait till the end. However, this sauce was designed as a glaze. It is nice and perfect in terms of consistency, so it'll thoroughly coat the outside of your turkey, give you a gorgeous reddish sheen, and it tastes amazing. You'll want to continue cooking after you've put the glaze on until your turkey reaches an internal temperature of 160 degrees Fahrenheit in the thickest part of the breast. Your thighs will likely read around 175 to 180, which is perfect. You'll pull the turkey off of your smoker and let it rest for a good 30 minutes to 45 minutes. This rest time will allow carryover cooking to happen, where your turkey will finish cooking to that 165 degree temperature point, which is food safe but prevents it from drying out. If you take your turkey up to 165 degrees on the smoker, that means the carryover cooking could push it up above 170, and that could lead to some dry turkey breast. Our beautiful smoked turkey has been resting for about a half hour, which means it's time to garnish and serve. Now we have cooked dozens of turkeys and they all turn out exactly like this one. The beauty of the kit is that you can cook a turkey just like this one in your very own backyard. It's meant to be simple, it's meant to be convenient, and it's meant to remove a lot of that intimidation from smoking a turkey at home. This turkey is juicy, it is full of flavor, and that cranberry glaze on the outside is gonna taste like no turkey you've ever had before. Thank you so much for your interest in the Hey Grill Hey Smoked Turkey Kit. I hope it helps you make better barbecue so you can feed the people you love and become a backyard barbecue hero. Happy holidays from the Hey Grill Hey family to yours.